When I grew up, my neighborhood friends and I, we would camp out overnight. We would sleep on blankets on the ground in a friend's yard. As I laid on my back, I discovered just how bright stars can shine on a dark night. It was fun to try to locate the Big Dipper and other constellations. But most of all, it was just fascinating to gaze with wonder at the brightest stars. I laid there wondering what life was like on the planet that just seemed to stand out. And I wanted to just reach out and touch the brightest star. There are people who shine brighter than other people. They stand out. They touch us and we long to touch them. When they enter a dark room, they light up the place. You love having them around. They just bring a glimmer of hope in a gloomy world. They just simply sparkle, glitter, and glisten. The bottom line is they shine. Now, it is possible to shine in a dark world. Paul states in Philippians 2:14, "Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may be blameless and pure, children of God, without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky as you hold firmly to the word of life." It's simple. Do everything without grumbling or arguing. I'll stop for a moment. It's just not that simple. Do everything without complaining or quarreling? It's hard for most people, and I got to admit, it's hard for me. Grumblers major in seeing what is wrong with the world, like Grumpy of the Seven Dwarfs. They're always annoyed and irritated, and they don't like Snow White. Now stop again. Who couldn't love Snow White? And of course, people who possess contentious spirits are always grumblers. Contentiousness and grumbling, they go hand in hand. Paul said, do everything without grumbling or arguing. When we do what Paul says, we will become blameless and pure, children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. In short, we'll shine in a dark world. Now let me add some things. First, to shine means we magnify the positive over the negative in life, and that requires an optimistic mindset. That means we practice Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. When we get our thinking straight, then our words get straight. Secondly, to shine means we count our blessings, not our disasters. I grew up singing the first verse of an old hymn that kind of goes like this. When upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged, thinking all is lost, here's the clue. Count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. When you count your blessings, your attitude will change, and you will find it pretty hard to complain or argue. Third, to shine means we trust God in everything. When I complain, I fail to see that the Lord remains in control of my life. Do you remember when Israel complained to Moses about their lack of food in the desert? Moses stated, "You're not grumbling against us, but against the Lord." Grumblers fail to trust in God to take care of them. And when I trust in the Lord, I find it difficult to complain. Last of all, to shine means we allow Jesus, the light of the world, to reflect off of us. Now, the scientific term is albedo, which is the measurement of how much sunlight a celestial body reflects. The planet Venus, for example, has the highest albedo at 0.65. That means 65% of the light that hits Venus is reflected. The moon has an albedo of 0.07. Only 7% of the sunlight is reflected, yet the moon lights our way on cloudless nights. Now the goal is 100% reflectivity. That means the closer we get to the Lord, the more we reflect His glory. You will never be able to produce light. You can only reflect light. And people filled with Jesus do not grumble or complain. And it is possible to follow Jesus and to walk in this dark world and shine. As we magnify the positive over the negative, count our blessings, trust in the Lord, and reflect the light of the Lord's glory, we will find it easier not to be argumentative and combative. And most of all, we'll shine, removing shadows of despair. And I got to confess, I want to shine. I want to shine bright as one of God's brightest stars in the amazing arrangement of human constellations. And in this dark world, it really needs people who will shine. So let's shine.